Yeah, you know what? Just just debut this group at this point. Forget the rest of the show. Just debut them. Just debut them. Okay, my Mew Mew, please. Blackhead Pearson make, at least for me, the best freaking melodies out there, and I'm talking like vocal melodies here. Like whatever magic Rado puts in these songs is insane. Like 안녕하세요, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to yet another vlog. My vlogs are a little bit all over the place. I'm still trying to upload my Japan vlog, which I did a year ago. Alright, and here I am uploading a vlog of Kcon LA 2024, which happened 2 weeks ago. But anyways, yes, so welcome back to another vlog or slash show and tell, because I'm just gonna be talking about my experience, what I did and whatnot, in case you guys are curious or you kind of want to learn how it goes because you're going to be going to a Kcon for the first time somewhere. I don't know. All right. But yeah, it's more of like a show and tell where I talk about my experience and then show you some clippets. But yes, this video in particular is going to be all about the convention side of Kcon. All right, because there's the convention and then there's the concert, which this year they called M Countdown. Yeah, I compiled all the the clips that I want to show you guys, and just the clips themselves are like an hour and a half. All right, so yeah, that's too long. So I'm gonna split these videos into two. So convention and then concert. So go and check out that concert video if you want, or if you haven't already. But yes, this video is entirely about the convention. Alright, so let's begin, shall we? Now, I feel like it's worth starting off kind of like before the announcement, because I'll be honest with you, I really was not planning to go to Kcon LA. I had just come back from my 6-month trip in Korea, which literally used up the entirety of my life savings. And when I mean I used it all up, I did. I was absolutely bankrupt. Now, I was planning when I came back in February. So there was some time between when I came back and Kcon for enough for me to, you know, get that money back. All right, I've got a decent job, so it didn't take too long. But in my head, when I came back, I was like, no, I need to save up again because I know I'm gonna be going back to Korea again, sometime soon. So yeah, lineup comes along and it was like 90% boy groups. I don't have a problem with boy groups, y'all. Okay, don't come at me. I absolutely freaking love ZB1. All right, I've been with them since day one. I voted for the members. My boy Matthew, Hanbin, come on, okay, right? Obviously, I want to see them, but if I had to pick girl groups or boy groups, it's the girl groups that takes precedence. Okay, I'm more of a girl group kind of guy, if you know what I mean. I'd be more willing to spend for like concerts and stuff for my girl groups than the boy groups, if that makes sense. But with that being said, freaking love Enhypen, P1, ZB1. Yeah, they weren't priority, and Kepler, Stayc, Nmix, I had already seen them a bajillion times as well at Kcon or in Korea. Okay, I listen, I got to see Stayc at their concert in Seoul. I got to see Kepler at their fan meet, birthday cafes, and I even got to be on a TV show with them. Okay, so safe to say I saw them enough time for me to say, okay, I need to save up. I don't need to see them for the like 15th time. Okay, I'll save up. But then Yuri was announced, and I'm like, okay, I freaking need to go. All right, izone are my girls. They're my ults. They are engraved in my heart. They are the only group I would actually die for an opportunity to see them. Okay, like they are my group. I actually had an opportunity to see them at Kcon New York in 2019. but I started a new job, and I just really did not. I couldn't go. All right. I mean, I could have, but I said to myself, you know what? Save money, Joe. Get those like vacation hours banked up, and then go next year. We all know what happened next year, the year after, right? Freaking COVID. So yeah, worst decision in my entire life. Never got to see izone, and probably never will. I don't know if a reunion is going to be possible or not. I'm really freaking hoping my copium is strong. But yes, in the meantime, I need to see as many members as I can. And Yuri was on the bucket list. So I obviously had to go. So, safe to say, I was going for Kcon, for Yuri, and Izna, actually. Okay? I was deep into the show. Yeah, knowing that we were going to be the first ones to see them live, or just as a group, was really exciting to me. So, I went for them. However, we never got to see them because of visa issues. We learned that a couple days before the actual convention, and I was freaking mad. Okay, considering I only went there for 2 groups out of like 20. One not coming just really made things worse for me, but it made up. All right, we'll get into more details when we get to that part. Okay, but I personally think it was somewhat worthwhile. So yes, with that in mind, all right, with that in mind, let's get into the day 1 convention. Now, we started off the day with none other than Yuri. Here I am saying that the one group that or artist that I really, really, really wanted to see was Yuri. We're starting off with that artist, all right? So she was having her showcase. Yes, her showcase stage at the showcase stage area, all right? So this year, basically everything was in the convention hall, all right? So the previous years, the meet and greets were somewhere else, and the showcase, if you will, or actually no, those were in the convention hall, but the meet and greets were somewhere else. This year, they were in the in that convention hall. All right, so that big massive room, the hall, everything was happening there. They did, however, split the convention, the showcase stage. All right, so they had like I don't know what you would call them. It was like movable walls. So they split that area. We first go into that convention hall that I'm talking about, and we see Kepler having their meet and greet. Like I mentioned, I had seen them before, so they weren't a priority at that point. So we kind of just look around the convention, and that's when I noticed the izna booth. So we immediately go there, and basically that izna booth was you had to show proof that you were following the group on Twitter and Instagram, and they would award you a photo card. This photo card right now, you had the choice of who you wanted to get. They had a multiple of each member as well, different styles. So yeah, Coco being my bias in the group and my one pick. Obviously, I got her here. Starting off the day great, got a beautiful Coco photo card, probably like the first ever izna photo cards you're gonna get. So that's fun. I also went on day 2. Okay, so I got my second fave. Sarang. So after the izna booth, we immediately go and wait for Yuri. So we get there early so that we can get a good seat. I say seat, it's GA, right? You're all standing up. However, this year is a little bit different, the way they had their setup. So if you had a premium ticket for the convention, you were able to walk into the premium section, which was basically in front of the stage. If you didn't, you were further back. So there was literally two sections, or at least there was 3 for the showcase. Oh no, there was 3 for the meet and greets as well. My bad. But yes. So basically, my point is, if you had the premium, you had the better seat. All right. We did not know this because last year the premium, it was kind of useless in our opinion. So because of that experience, we didn't go for it this year. But the premium this year was the way to go, really. But anyways, we get there and there's already a bunch of girls in front of us, kind of like 2 rows in front of the barricade, camping there for the boy group that was coming after Yuri. All right. Now, we kind of strike a deal. We're like, hey, we're here for Yuri. Do you mind if we just take your spot? We'll give it back once Yuri's done, because we're only here for Yuri. And yeah, so they were kind enough to let us do that. They weren't the only ones, though. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see it, I do feel like most of that crowd was for whatever boy group was playing after. I honestly cannot remember. It could have been P1 Harmony. It was I first, I remember that. And then Jo Yuri, and then there was a big gap, and then another boy group, and I cannot remember. I feel bad now. But, yeah, I felt like most of the crowd was there for them. I spotted a couple of other people with their whiz bongs. But I feel like our friend group, we were like a lot. We were all together. We were hyping up Yuri like hard. And at one point, like, Yuri comes towards the middle of the stage. You'll see it in the clip in a little bit, but yeah, we're just like screaming with all our whiz bongs lit up, like all in one like little pocket amongst a ton of other people, and we're just like screaming, and Yuri points at us and just goes like, ah, like all excited, like seeing us. Yeah, it was, oh dude, that feeling was so good. Like, there's nothing wrong with people from like that want to see another group just get there and wait. Like, there's no problem with that, but I feel like sometimes for an artist it could be like, oh, I don't know, who are you there for? But having just a bunch of people scream your name, it makes it special to me, at least. Like, it just felt so special being able to show my love to Yuri, or our love to her. Like, yeah, and she acknowledges it. It felt great. You know what? I'll just stop talking and just let you guys. Oh my god.
Amazing, bro. What?
Thanks. She looks insane. What?
What is this outfit?
It's crazy. Taxi. Yuri! 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 Oh my god.
Sing along, open my eyes. Trust in me when I say it. I love you, baby. I need you, baby, to hold my lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say it. Oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, say, oh, let me love you, baby, let me love
Let's go!
저 진짜 죄송한데 그 이거 한 번만 더 할게요.
In here not working.
소중한 미리 사랑이 되게 많아 나는 알지만 또다시 Singing never fighting 다시 한번 없이 Singing never fighting say 불러 Singing never fighting 줄어드는 time 나를 채워주지 하루 불러
I got it. On chorus, you got it.
Yeah, on chorus.
We got it. Let's go.
Dude, her vocals are actually insane. Like, the videos, the audio from my videos do not make her justice at all. Like, her live singing is like cocaine to my ears. Don't do drugs, kids. Just listen to Yuri sing, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Cause like, like, yeah. Not to mention her freaking outfit, man. Talk about amazing vocals. Her outfit was insane. She had no right to wear that, seriously. Yes, but anyways, as you saw there, at one point she kind of goes off stage because of like her in-ear wasn't working, right? And the staff kind of took a while to repair that, I guess. And in the meantime, while they were doing that, Yuri decides to get off stage and walk around the stage and greet fans. Like, bro, I was so mad at these fans. I cursed them because they had premium. Hence why it's important to have premium now. Alright, this is what I mean. So, in case you couldn't already tell by my video, you saw there was a bunch of people in front of the stage. That is the premium. So we were barricade for the normal people, right? For the peasants, okay? For us peasants, we were at barricade, right? So the view you were seeing was at barricade. And in front were the premium people. And the people that were on barricade got to, like, hug, get selfies with Yuri. One person had an entire 3-minute conversation with her, bro. I swear. I mean, I'll be honest. He looked like he was probably like a Yuri one pick during Produce 48, or even maybe during her idol school days. I don't know, but like, bro was a big fan. So I'll give him that. But man, was I jealous from these premium people. Unfortunately, though, I did not record that. I guess I was just too stunned to be recording that. I mean, to be fair, I didn't see anything anyways. Also, I thought that was just a Yuri thing, like to kill time, but turns out all the other artists did the same thing. However, they did it while singing a particular song. So my guess is, while singing that song that didn't work, she was gonna go down anyways to greet the fans. But yeah. Right, now once Yuri was done, we kind of had some time to kill, because the next thing we really wanted to see was a Kepler on this stage. So there was 3 stages: the meet and greet, the showcase stage, and then there was one in the middle. All right. I forget what the name of that stage was, but it was like a smaller stage, and there was no divider for premium and peasants. Okay. So we kind of wanted barricade for that, so we just slowly started to go towards there and waited until Kepler popped up. Kepler come along, and it turns out it was a little event to celebrate women's education, I believe. And to celebrate that, they played games. So here's a few clips, the only 2 clips that I ended up recording for that little stage.
자, 음악 준비되셨으면 좀 짧게 주세요. 되게 짧게 주세요. 시작.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
우리 캐플러분들 너무 열정이 강하시네요. Do you guys think that she succeeded or failed? 오케이, 당연하죠. 수고하셨습니다, 다혜님. 자, 그러면 두 번째 letter. What is the second letter? D. D입니다. 자, 그러면 there just 5 times. 시작. 추가로 7번을 하셨어요. 2 more times, she did it 7 times. Alright. 자, 그러면 바로 보여주시면 될 것 같습니다. 성공을 하셨으니까.
Yeah, so that is it for that particular event, and it was kind of it for our day. Honestly, there was 2 things we wanted to do that particular day. It was the Yuri showcase and that Kepler event that was on the schedule, both of which were back to back during the morning. So we kind of had a whole half of a day left to do whatever we wanted, really. So we decided to go and eat at the special food K-food place that they had outside. It was basically 3 food trucks, honestly. Way overpriced. Though the tacos that I had were actually really good. It was like a Korean style taco. It was actually really good. But still, very much overpriced. So yeah, after eating, we go back up, kind of explore the convention again, visit booths that we didn't visit yet. And while we're walking, there's this DJ at the Kiss FM booth, starts playing Kepler. and start saying, all right, guys, come along, come along. Kepler's going to be coming in a couple minutes. So, yeah, we would not have known about this particular event. I'll call these events, okay? Even though, well, no, they are events. So yes, I would not have known about this event if it was not for that DJ, because that was not on the schedule. FYI, they did have a Kcon app, and it had a schedule of what the groups would be doing and which booth they would be going to, with the time and days they would be doing it. However, after that, we realized that there are events that are not in the schedule. And it turns out that they also announce events on the Twitter. So you would have to follow the Cake on Twitter to find out where a group would be going. Because, again, it would not be on the app schedule. So anyways, we decide to wait and see Kepler. And while we're waiting, I decide, you know what? I'll just scout the booth. I'll scout the area. Because from experience, you know that, well, they have to come from somewhere, right? And it's always nice to have that, like, entrance view, really, so that you can kind of not have a high touch, but, you know, they just pass in front of you and you can greet them, right? So you basically get a high touch, or a high wave, sorry, for free, instead of paying 120 like it's written on the ticket sales for the meet and greet. That's why after the first year I did Kcon, I did end up getting a high touch / wave for my favorite groups. But after doing it for so long, you kind of realize that that high wave that you pay money for, a lot of money for, is basically not worth it. You're gonna get a lot more for free on the convention floor. You just need to be there at the right time and kind of like know where they're gonna be coming from. Hence why I scouted a little bit. You kind of get the feel of things and know where a group's gonna be coming from, so that you can, well, just have that high wave for free. So yeah, here I am scouting. And then, literally out of nowhere, I was really not expecting this. Kepler just come from the side, and there's nobody. There's nobody around me. Like, it's just completely empty of people. So I'm alone. I'm like, hi, Kepler. Oh yeah, Higaru, nothing. So yeah, as you see, they go up on stage. I go back to the front to see what this whole event was. It was not much. I did not record it because I was expecting more. They were just talking. It was literally the host was saying hi to Kepler. Then it was by his birthday, so we sang happy birthday, and then that was it. It was bye. And so I kind of pull my friends. I'm like, guys, come quick. So we run back to the back of the stage so we can greet them again. And that's where I get these interactions. Come.
Hello. Thank you. Bye. Love you guys.
Ion.
Bye. Higaru.
Love you, Higaru.
Oh, let's go.
So yeah, that's basically how my day one kind of ended there. I mean, there was still quite a bit of time after that, but again, it was just the same situation. We just walk around and yeah, just go to different booths and whatnot. Wait until the concert, really. So yeah, this concludes day one. Now we move on to day two, which is basically it starts off a repeat of day one. We start off going to a showcase, but this time it's NMIX. All right, that's all you get. That's all I have. Honestly, that is literally all I have. I mean, you kind of saw there was a couple heads popping up. I ended up being quite far. There was a lot more people for NMIX there. So when we got there, we were kind of far, and I had a couple of top people in front of me. So, yeah. And I already saw NMIX a bajillion times, so I didn't record much. But yeah, they did their showcase. And when that was finished, though, we decided, a couple of us, wanted to go to the Kcon panel. That's right. So they are like panels. So panels are more like, they're on a different area. And it's more of like a, how do you say, like just talk. So there's an audience, yes, but whoever's going to be doing the panel is going to be like sitting there and then have a discussion. Most of the time, it's like, I don't know, a YouTube creator that talks about their YouTube journey and stuff like that. You kind of get the gist of it, right? Or like a producer and who's going to be talking about what it's like to be a producer. That kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm lying. It's not just that. There are like some where they involve like the fans. So like last year, for example, the best example I can give, really, I got to be on stage with Everglow. In fact, I was chosen by Aisha to be her buddy for the rest of the panel. So I was up on stage with her, taking selfies, taking a picture, getting it signed. I danced in front of her, got a hug from her. Yeah. So, you know, those kinds of things happen, right? I definitely am not flexing that again. I still can't believe it happened though, okay? It's like, it's still a fever dream in my brain. Anyways, we saw that Kcon was gonna have one, and so we decided to check it out, really. And as we're walking towards the panel, I bump into secret number member, now soloist, Denise, as well as Momoland's ex-Momoland, Daisy. Absolutely wild. I guess they were at a panel beforehand and they're like, we're coming out. But yeah, I bumped into them. Insane. In fact, I actually bumped into Daisy again on day 3. So Daisy was just there for the convention. She didn't have anything going on. I believe Denise did have a panel, which I'm assuming is why Daisy was there and why we bumped into them. But yeah, fun thing, right? So anyway, the Kcon panel basically was them. So it involved the fans, but like in a way. How can I explain? They have the choreo for one of their songs, but they wanted to change it, and they asked fans to find the like different choreography. So basically they wanted us to make a brand new choreography for their song, or at least the chorus of their song. And like another game that they did was the high note game, where like each member goes one after the other and you have to go higher than the next, right? And just keep going higher. And so it started off with them between the members, but then they involved fans, like who thinks they can beat Swan. I believe it was Swan, the winner between the members. So it was Swan versus the audience, really, who can hit the highest note. But yeah, it was honestly fun. However, I only have the choreography part filmed. I thought I filmed the high note thing, but I don't. I didn't find the footage, so enjoy the little new choreo for their song.
We're middle of 20.
Alright, now as soon as Craxi finished their panel, we immediately went to the connecting stage. I looked it up, y'all. I looked it up. I got mad with myself and I searched for the app again, and I found it right here. This is the schedule that I was telling you about. So as you can see, you've got the Craxi panel right here, panel at the room 400. And then right here, you've got Miai at the connecting stage. So the connecting stage was that stage that I was telling you about, the like smaller one in the middle. So we headed immediately there to try and get good spots for Miai, because they were doing the drop the dance. Now this is where my experience kind of takes a turn, alright? Not in a bad way, in a good way, alright? So let me explain a little bit further. Basically, a week before the con, alright? The convention, I should say. I watched Produce 101, the entirety. Alright, it took me like 3 weeks. I did like a stream every 2 days. Anyways, that doesn't matter, okay? Point is, I watched the last episode literally a week before the convention. All because I really wanted to watch the show, and I basically had to do it before the convention, so I did not get any, like, spoilers. So I'm basically brand spanking new to Miai at this point, okay? I really did not know what to expect. I watched, like, 2 Miai content before. A music video and, like, a performance, I'm pretty sure. So basically, my point is, I had the, like, post-show attachment to this group, but I did not have the, like, group attachment yet. Okay? So bear that in mind. Anyways, here we are, waiting for the stage, and we ended up being, like, 2 or 3 rows behind the barricade. There was already a bunch of girls in front of us who were waiting there for P1 Harmony, who were going to be there an hour after Miai. Bear in mind, we got there 2 hours before Miai were supposed to perform. Alright? So, like, that's dedication, I have to say. I'll give them that. But, fun little story, actually. The 2 girls that were in front of me, they were like, who the heck is Miai? So, I see them, like, kind of searching up the group and like, watching performances. And I guess as they're watching the performances, they're like, one of the members caught their eye, and I see them look up the name of that member, and no joke, one of the girls rips like a piece of paper out of a book or something, and it whips out her lipstick and then writes Ichiran, which is the member that I guess caught their eye. And they just wrote it in big. So now they had like a little Ichiran poster, I guess. That was fun, and I have to say I enjoyed that. Like, the fact that Ran was able to catch their eye that fast was insane. But anyways, safe to say, most of the people that were there, big crowd, but most of them were for P1 Harmony. So again, same situation as Yuri. There was just like a couple of little tiny groups of actual like Miai fans, Yume. There might have been a couple more fans like way in the back, like closer to when Miai were performing. So anyway, after a long wait, here come Miai, and we start cheering. Okay, and it really looks like they weren't expecting so many fans. Bear in mind, this was their first ever appearance outside of Japan and Korea, I guess, because they did do part of the show was filmed in Korea. So yes, I feel like by their reaction, they really weren't expecting such a big crowd. I mean, of course, there's us two groups that are there for Miai, but everybody that was there for P1 Harmony also started cheering, so I appreciate that. Anyways, they come along, they introduce themselves one by one, and then they do something that's called Drop the Dance, which it's like a relay where each member, or like they're all in a line, and then they take turns to dance. However, there was two teams, and the songs were kind of like random songs, and they would have to dance to it. All right. I mean, you're gonna see in what I mean. Well, actually, how about you just watch it now? You know what? Here, enjoy the little show that they gave us. I hate you. I hate you.
Let the eyes drop the dance challenge begin.
Yes! Woo! This time I want you. Like it's magnetic. You. Like it's magnetic. You. Hey, and don't say no. Let's go! Woo! 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 Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Oh God, no, Coconut! Baby Smasher! Smasher, baby Smasher! 여기까지 한 발도 저기까지 wanna be a wanna 나를 끝까지 나비가 돼 있으니 Oh God! Oh no! Run! Run! Woo! Yay! Woo! Oh God! Oh my God! money make first. Make it first. Gotta work. Gotta make that money make first. Oh God! Yes! Tiramisu-ke. Supernova, Nova. Oh, hey. Hey. Hey, tell me. Hey. Oh, hey. Kcon! Let's go! Hey! Oh my God! Might as such. Kcon, yes! Kcon! Hey! Kcon! Oh my God! Woo! Let's go! Woo! Let's go! Oh my God! Oh my God! Yeah! Let's go! Oh my God!
Thank you. So thank you so much for showing your awesome dance skills today and good luck with the concerts tonight.
Yes. Woo! I know! There we go. So that is only a fraction. I just showed you a fraction of what the whole stage was. Bro, to me, that stage was the highlight for me at the convention. I came out of this stage with them becoming ults. Like, I'm not even joking. My love for them just went way high, okay? Like, yeah, apart from Yuri's Yuri stage, Like the concert was until that point was like a meh, right? It was fun. I'm enjoying myself, but compared to the other years, it was definitely, I guess you could say, a downgrade until Miai comes along. I'll be honest with you, Miai were like the absolute biggest surprise for me at this convention. But yeah, I mean, understandable. I mean, just look at this stage, dude. It was insane. And in case you couldn't tell, Ayane and Momona were my two favorites in the group. In fact, Ayane was at the end of the show, she was my number one pick. But for the longest time, Momona was until Ayane took over. But there you go. It was Ayane and Momona, and yeah. Like, dude, I was so freaking pumped up. Like, you saw at the end there, when they finished performing Click, like, I immediately start just going, me, I, and everybody starts, like, cheering and doing it. And you can see, like I mentioned, you see on their faces, they're like, what's going on? And they're enjoying themselves. And it was after that, like, right after that, we do that. They kind of go in line to kind of, like, greet us again for the last time, and that's when I noticed Tsuzumi start crying. Now at that point, I thought it was just like emotional. Like I mentioned, I just thought they didn't expect such a big cheer and such a big audience, probably because they thought they're only popular in, you know, Japan, and, you know, America won't know who they are or whatever. That's what I thought at first, although it turns out later on, after day 3, during day 3 actually, she was not feeling too good, and it turned out she had an anxiety attack. So yeah, actually quite serious. So I think that that's when it all started. And when I look back at my footage, I realize, or like, I can't help but feel responsible, because whenever she was like on our side, like, I would always scream out like somebody else's name that was also there, you know, like Kokoro or Ran or whatever, and I would never really scream out Tsuzumi. And I don't know, I feel like maybe at one point she just felt like she wasn't loved enough, which is obvious. It's not true. But maybe at that point in time, people are just, I don't know, screaming other people's name and not her. And I can't help but feel responsible, because when I look back, it does look like I'm not really cheering for her all that well. Like, you'll see her look at us with a smile, kind of like wave, and I just don't do anything. But I didn't see that, you know. I'm like looking at somebody else. So that's why I feel like I'm also responsible, and I genuinely feel bad. I really do hope she gets better soon, though. Anyways, we should definitely move on, as this video is already getting quite long, and there's still day 3 left. So yeah, safe to say, when they finish their stage, they they leave, and like I did with Kepler, I run to the exit to greet them as they leave. And that's how my day ends. Seriously. After that, we go to the concert, and then when the concert's finished, we go back home, and what do? We start binge watching Miai content. Like, that's how much of an impact they had on me, and a lot of my friends as well. I feel like I speak for most of my friend group when we were there. I genuinely feel our whole trip was for Miai. Like, I went there for Yuri, came back feeling like it was for Miai. Alright, we should definitely get into day 3. Now, day 3, we barely did anything, okay? We started off the day, once again, with a good old stayc showcase stage.
Let's go! Are you ready?
Let's go, Shannon! I'm just waiting for only one thing. Only one thing. I'm just waiting for only one thing. Only one thing. Yeah! Yeah, now! I wanna be there, yeah! Yeah! Oh my god, let's go! So good. Bang, bang.
Anyway, 우리 다 이번 생은 처음이잖아. 정답은 없어 원하니 이런 기대가 날 나지 마.
yeah, yeah. Teddy bear. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Teddy bear. Teddy bear. Yeah. Walk it out. Teddy bear. And after that, we go to the meet and greet stage to once again see stayc. However, they were the hosts for a competition, right? So the day before, on day 2, I didn't watch it, but there was a competition, a cover group competition. So you know those famous cover groups where they just do like covers on YouTube. Yeah, so there was a competition between them and stayc were the hosts, and this was the finale. And whoever ended up winning would be performing Cheeky Icy Thing with stayc. So here's a clip of the winning team, which I forgot their name. It was like the Emperors, I think. I can't remember exactly. After that, we kind of stayed because Miai were going to be performing right after that, which they ended up doing. However, I did decide to go to a booth. I wanted to buy something, and I knew I had some time, so I went. However, the line for that booth was so long, and I was already like, I was almost at the end of the line when Miai started performing, so I missed their And Me performance. And Me is like my favorite song, one of my favorite songs that came out of the show, Produce 101 that is. So I was actually bummed that I didn't get to see that. But I did get to see them perform Leap High, as well as High Five, I think, which is their brand new song that just came out like the day of. Leap High! Let's go in it! Hey, hey, hey! High, leap high! Let's go! High five!
Shout, let's Kcon, and then starts the song. Are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Yes? 3, 2, 1.
Let's go! Kcon! Okay. Yeah, it was an absolute amazing stage, and they didn't just perform as well. They did a bunch of little, not games, but like little events. One of which was like a photo zone, where they had to like, I don't know, pose a certain way. And there was another event that they had to where they involved the fans, right? And it was whoever could scream the loudest would win a signed album. Miai's first ever signed album, alright? They've never signed anything at all, yet. This was their first thing, apparently, is what the staff told my friend who won it. Yeah, lucky him. Definitely did not try to steal it back in the BNB. No. Definitely not while he was sleeping. No. Mm-mm. I'm just joking. No, but seriously, it was an absolutely wild performance, in a good way and also in a bad way. Remember how I said Tsuzumi didn't feel too good on day 2? Day 3 was worse. Honestly, it was actually quite painful to watch at times. Like, you could see her during the performances, it looked like she was about to collapse. She was crying. When she wasn't performing, like, there was a lot of heavy breathing through the mics. You could hear the fans who were much closer to them. You could hear them scream like, "Tsuzumi, are you okay? You know, drink some water," that kind of stuff. It was pretty bad, and quite painful to watch. But yeah, again, I really truly hope she gets better. I mean, the day after, the company did announce she was on a indefinite hiatus. When they mean indefinite, like, it's bad. I mean, it is anxiety after all, and anxiety is definitely, you do not mess with that. It is quite serious. I feel like people just, kind of brush it off like, you got an anxiety attack. You'll get back to it. No, it's actually quite serious. I know from experience. So yeah, will give my full prayers, I guess, to Tsuzumi, and hope she gets a full recovery soon. But yes, with that, we end off yet another day with none other than Miai. So yeah, like, at the end of the day, just to conclude my experience, I started off kind of, I wouldn't say regretting it, because obviously I still ended up going to see groups that I love, especially Yuri. Yuri was, again, she was there's no question about it, I have to go see her, right? And yes, although I did get to see her, Miai felt different. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's because I came into Kcon being completely brand new, and again, like, I didn't have that attachment to them yet. And after both seeing them at the convention and the concert, because we have to remember there was also concerts after every day, and they performed on both day 2 and 3 of the concert. So I spent a lot of time with Miai, let's put it that way. And yeah, at the end of the day, they grew so much on me that literally at the end of my trip, okay, because I went to LA for Kcon, but also for IU. But IU was only 5 days after the concert, the convention, I mean. So there was 5 days in between where we just did a bunch of stuff in Miai, me and my friend group. Miai. Yeah, we did a bunch of stuff. And every time we came back from a long days of doing whatever we did, we always ended up watching Miai on TV, like whatever, like just whether it be performances or just some kind of content, we always ended up doing that. And yeah, so they truly became an alt of mine now. Honestly, I absolutely love them to bits. They're probably the fastest group I alted. I don't know. It definitely feels like that anyways. They definitely, I feel like, saved Kcon for me. It feels bad to say because, again, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed watching all the groups that I saw. And there's a lot more artists that were at the concert and not at the convention that I also really freaking enjoyed. But again, I'll be talking about it in that vlog. Alright, so if you're interested, go and check that out when it's uploaded. But anyways, alright. Speaking of which, this video is probably longer than an hour now. So I should definitely end it here. If you've made it this far, you're an absolute trooper. I respect you. Because honestly, I don't think I'd be able to watch a whole 1 hour plus video of some guy talking. Alright? So, huge respect. But, yeah. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Annyeong.